just... there we go.
I lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Welcome one and all to the Korn and Kock 1 year anniversary special. I see corn of red, purple cock too. We made this podcast just for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful cock. I see question time, game night coming soon, telling stories, slaying poo. And I think to myself, what a wonderful cock. Not you.
The NSA won't catch us in here. Get ready, Maggie. You're going 6 feet under.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they posted about it. It was like a family got peed on at a Metallica concert. How metal was that?
That's not metal at all. It's fucking disgusting.
Like I read the article, it said something like they were just sitting enjoying the show, and then it said all three of them felt a warm liquid on the back of their shoulders, and they turn around and they see this. I forgot what they said, but like some drunk.
You see this guy's disco stick. Some wacky cat antics. Hey me, put in some.
You go there. Put my stuff here. And stop. Stop!
God damn it.
Asshole.
We were talking about who we consider like our closest friends, and we were like, Stone, who's your best friend? And he looks over to me and he goes, I think it's you. I think it's you.
I said Alex.
I said Alex, and I was like, me? And he's like, yeah, me. And I was like, you serious? And I was like super happy. He's like, yeah. I was like, cock! And then I gave him a hug.
I had to like pull the car.
Yeah, we like stopped the car and Ben was in the back seat. He was like, do you guys need a moment? It's not coming out exactly on the 1 year anniversary, but on July 25th of 2017 is when we recorded our very first podcast. And today, on July 29th at 10:34 p.m. in 2018, we're recording our 1 year special. What do you have to say, Cock?
The 1 year kind of went by really quick.
It really did.
Kind of did, kind of didn't. And yeah, actually this is the 366 day anniversary or special. Or 367, I'm not sure. One of the two.
Yeah, so
no, wait. Okay. We recorded the first podcast on July 25th.
Yes.
We released the first podcast on the 28th. So...
which was 5 days later.
yeah, so you can pick your... wait, 5 days?
20 alright, 23,
25,
24, 25,
no,
26.
25.
Oh, I'm retarded. Then yes, it was 3 days
it's only
later.
3 days.
Why did I say 23? What is wrong with me?
Well, I don't know. You remember some of the highlights?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Oh, that was actually the... I've been on Facebook for 7 years now. Okay. We did How to Date. We compared Mega Man and Metallica. And then we got Toss Me the Pigskin Fam, which makes its cameo appearance every once in a while in conversation.
And you know what else makes its cameo appearance?
What?
Megalodon. It's Megalodon. So for any of you who don't know, there's this new movie coming out soon starring Jason Statham, and it's called The Meg. And it's the dumbest fucking name for any goddamn movie I've ever seen in my life. But what it is it's basically about like Megalodon, like the giant fucking shark that lived in prehistoric times.
Yeah.
And basically it never died, and it's just Jaws but with a bigger shark. And,
really big.
And there's a scene in the trailer where Jason Statham's like, oh my god. You know, this dumb Jason Statham face. Like looking like his cat just took a shit in his toilet, like while he was standing there watching, and he goes, it's Megalodon. It's the dumbest shit, but we thought it was so funny.
We thought it was funny because we were just in San Diego, and every time a wave would come in, right before we jump in, I'd hear Alex or Ben go, it's Megalodon, and then we'd get hit and get sand up our nose.
Speaking of San Diego, my dad told me today that apparently like a lot of great white sharks have been like spotted on the San Diego coastline.
Well, good thing we're not there anymore.
Yeah, good thing we're not there anymore. Apparently there haven't been any incidents yet, but you know.
Hey, statistically, the most shark attacks happen in 6 feet or less of water.
Well, no shit. That's where the people are.
Well, that's the point. So when you hear about there have been great white shark sightings
You got it,
on the
don't worry.
beach, you know, you can't be that surprised because that's where the attacks happen.
That's where the people hang out.
Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna get this over with now because I don't have my iPod. But this podcast is brought to you by "Take a Friend" by Rush, and I don't know that song. I don't like it that much. I've only heard it once, so it's terrible, not good. The first album by Rush is not good at all, so we'll bypass that. Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna see Megalodon, or the Meg, with or without you.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Fuck off. I'm
Come
not
on,
giving
you know you
I'm
wanna
not
go.
giving a goddamn
You know
good
you
goddamn
wanna see
sense.
it.
I don't.
I don't.
I really do not like Jason Statham. He's got the
Why?
same facial expression in every single movie
So does
he's
Michael
in.
Cera.
What was the last movie Michael Cera was in?
Nothing, because Hollywood finally realized, oh, this guy's not that great.
Good, and then one day they'll realize that Jason Statham is just as washed up as Michael Cera,
Oh,
and then they'll be
come
like, "Oh,
on.
why did we ever give this guy any roles?"
Look, I'm not saying Jason Statham's great, but he's not bad. He's not terrible. I kind of like his accent. It makes me smile. It makes me laugh.
It makes me squeak.
Yeah, but I'm going to see Megalodon. So suck on them nards.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't want to. Should we talk about our show idea on here as well?
Which one? There was a couple I wanted to.
What do you mean, couple?
Well, there's that bad or hate watching movie idea.
Oh, we might do this in the future. One day we're gonna do Korn and Kock game night. It's gonna happen one day. I just gotta figure out what the fuck's going on with my capture card and my computer. But once we get that squared away, we're gonna do Korn and Kock game night. But we had this idea where we just sit and watch a movie and we just like hate watch it, and we just cut out the best parts, like the best insults of us just sitting there and like making fun of it.
I know, and the whole thing started when we watched Iron Man 2 one night, and for those of you who have seen Iron Man 2, I apologize.
Yeah, like, Jesus, are you okay? Go drink some water.
I know, I'm terribly... No, I would never wish that upon my worst enemy to watch Iron Man 2, but we were watching it, and it's just boring, and then halfway through, we just started turning the movie down and just started, like, voicing over it, which makes it even funnier.
The best part is, like, there's a scene where where Ivan Drago is, like, he's trying to escape that dumb lab that he's in Hammer Industries, and I was just like, I'm trying to play Minecraft in real life. Make diamond pickaxe. And Stone just lost his shit.
I know. I really wish I could have grabbed my phone, but there's about like 5 minutes straight where I was just bawling my eyes. I think I had to leave the room. It was just
because he was crying, laughing so much.
It was just too much. It was too much. Did we do Iron Man 3?
We did. I think I watched Iron Man 3 by myself.
I don't remember if we did it or not. But anyways, that was one of the ideas. Is let's just watch, kind of like everything wrong with. They point everything out.
Yeah.
We're just gonna watch it, but cut it down so there's still like 15-20 minute long videos. But it'll just be us, or maybe even shorter. But just us making really stupid. Imagine this, but while watching a movie. A really bad movie too, keep in mind. We should watch Armageddon.
Oh, fucking Bruce Willis comes out of nowhere and he's like, yeah, no, Ben Affleck. Yeah, wouldn't it be easier to teach astronauts how to drill instead of drillers how to astronaut? And then Michael Bay comes out of nowhere and goes, shut up. And then they're like,
That's the end of that. I know, it's true.
The other show, the one that I was going to bring up was Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine, the college years. or not even the college years, just they're living in like a modest New York apartment, and they're just trying to like live day-to-day life. Like in one episode, they're the jury at a fucking like Jar Jar Binks rape trial. or like they're gonna go see Metallica, But Vader gets lost at the venue, and like Palpatine can't find him.
Or they join a bowling league, but keep getting kicked out because they keep using the Force. Like Palpatine in his little dumb bowling uniform with his shorts and his extremely white legs.
He's like, oh my god, Vader, I haven't felt this alive in years.
Vader. And then that's it. That's like the gist of the jokes. Like Palpatine is overly enthusiastic about like everything, and Vader's just a party pooper and an asshole.
I know Vader's a responsible one. Vader's like the biggest dick of a roommate you can imagine.
It's like,
Vader, we were supposed to tell the bank associate about the cocaine and blow after we signed the paper.
and he's like, it's extremely funny. And that's it. That's the joke.
Yeah, we gotta start writing and animating this shit.
Well, I mean, I need to get an animation program and actually learn how to animate before, it can't be that hard. It can't be that. It's just gonna take a long time. Plus, like,
That's the point.
no, but like, plus, once we do that, if we get like a larger following, like, we're gonna probably have to cut down on Korn and Kock, and I'm gonna have to cut down on like everything else because editing and animating takes a really fucking long time.
That's why like eventually you start to like hire another guy and then you get like a team of animators.
I would never fucking hire another man because they don't know what's inside my noggin.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just kidding. That sounds extremely close-minded and dumb. You have to forgive me. I took a shot of vodka before Stone showed up, so
it's true.
I'm not out there, but
He's out
there's a little something in my system.
That sounded kind of suggestive.
Vader, let's go play some Mario Party 7 at my mom's house.
Yeah, how about no? Like, see, you can just say the dumbest shit and it works.
The longer the pause with Vader, the funnier it gets. You just go.
What? I'd be tempted to actually do like a minute-long pause, but then all three of our fans would be like, I'm just kidding. We love everybody who watches this podcast, but just to make a joke, the three people who watch the podcast would be like, oh my god, they're whoring it out for YouTube money. There was an entire minute where they didn't say anything. And it's like, dude, we don't see a cent. We don't see like the fraction of the cent that we make from these podcasts.
We don't make any money off this podcast.
I haven't even turned on monetization, so it's like
we don't make anything from this. You kidding me?
If we could make money off the podcast, you think we would take like 2-week breaks? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I know, right?
Or like 2-month breaks? Because let's be honest, it's been like 2 months since we recorded the last podcast.
The last one was June 7th through the 8th.
Dude, that was before E3. That was crazy. And to explain, I can't believe I got most of my E3 predictions correct. Like, that was...
Oh, there's Call of Cthulhu release date. It's finally announced.
Oh my god.
It was in October of this year.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think it's like October 30th or something, but I'm so fucking happy.
Well, what system is it going to be on?
Xbox One, but we already got an Xbox One. So.
Oh, that's right. Your sister has one, doesn't she?
Yeah, I have the 360. She has the one. Maybe I can negotiate it where we can put it in the living room. That way I can play it. Nice. Yeah. So, in the time that we have been gone, well, by gone I mean we've just been sitting here.
Oh yeah, we've just kind of been resting on our laurels, not doing much. I got laid off from my job the day before my birthday. My birthday was June 16th. And, like, the day before I got laid off.
Yeah, him and 27 other people.
No, seriously. So, I'll mention it briefly. So, I worked for, like, I guess I talked about it before, like, a bike share company. Where, like, there's bicycles all over town. And, like, anyone can ride them if they have the fucking app for it. So, what happened is... They're starting to introduce, like, all the different bike share companies, like, said, hey... No one's gonna ride these fucking bikes in Arizona heat, in 112-degree heat. Like, what are they, stupid? Everyone's gonna be riding motorized electric scooters, so let's all just get motorized electric scooters. Yeah. And every city where the company like had electric scooters was doing like so fucking well, but like Scottsdale was the one city that didn't actually have scooters yet, so we were doing so terrible. And we had like 4,000 bikes out on the street. So what we started doing is we started taking them apart, but then once we were like, this is taking too long, plus like what are we going to do with all the scrap? We were just like, let's bring them all into the warehouse and keep them here. So let's have like 200 bikes on the street, and then later on in the year, let's just bring in scooters. But there's a problem. What the hell are 30-something people going to do in the summer when there's only like 200 bikes to go collect? The answer is they can't. So my boss called me up one day, like the morning of, I was just about to get up to go to work, and he was like, "Hey, just calling to make sure you didn't leave for work yet." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just got out of the bathroom and I'm about to leave. Why?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't know how else to tell you this, but we don't need you anymore. We're laying you off. We're sorry, bud." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay." And I hang up the phone and I kind of just lay there on my bed. Yeah. Not really getting misty-eyed, but I'm like, that kind of hurts, like the day before your birthday. Your 21st birthday.
Well, of course that'd hurt anybody. The day before any birthday, it's gonna, like last year when the produce truck broke, quote unquote broke. It was a day before my 22nd birthday, and waking up the next morning was definitely not. If I had like a top 10 list of like worst days of my life, that'd probably rank number 3 or number 4 for
your 22nd birthday.
Yeah, my 22nd birthday was one of the worst days of my life. Who would have thought? But it makes sense. But yeah. What else?
I mean, like, I don't know, man. I just liked the $14 an hour. That was pretty tight. I've managed to survive a month, but, and they did say that when we do get scooters, they're going to need people like around the clock, like literally 24 hours, 24-hour service.
I wouldn't hold your breath. If they had 28 or 30 people and they fired 28 of them, and they called you back asking, I would not hold my tongue out on them.
See, what Stone thinks is Stone actually thinks that this company is like the world's biggest meth cover-up.
Well, dude, it kind of makes a little bit of sense when you think about it.
Oh yeah, we just got to get rid of like 28 people within like the next 2 days.
You know what? In a year and a half, when you see Lime Bike on the news and followed by drug bust, and then I get a message from you going, "Dude, the FBI's at my house. They want to interrogate me." I'm gonna be like, looks like we're not going to be recording a podcast this week.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
No, I don't know. I've never heard of any job, really, unless it's like a company going out of business. But I've never heard of 28 people in a matter of like 2 days getting laid off, and only 2 people stick around. That just smells fishy.
Hey, I'm just happy they got rid of the shitty like shift lead manager that didn't do anything and got paid like $6 more than us. He got paid $20 an hour to tell us what to do and sit and eat Panda Express like all day. Fucker didn't do anything, and I'm so glad he got fired. Like, yeah, it sucked that I got fired, but he got fired too, so he can eat my shit.
Well,
thank you. I'm taking a bow now. You may all applaud.
That's me applauding.
Yeah, I can see
everyone
you have hands.
Well, I'm talking to the microphone. Maybe other people are applauding too, and you just can't hear them because
they're not real, and also it's happening whenever we're releasing the podcast, which is not this moment in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? It's almost August. School season's about to start, or the semester. It may or may not be going. I'm not sure yet.
So, in lieu of the summer ending and us going back to our lives to feed corporate America, what's your favorite summertime memory? What is your favorite vacation time memory? Because I don't even know mine, but I'm sure I can formulate something while you're talking about yours.
I don't know. Summertime vacation. Maybe sometimes I went to the beach when I was younger. Those were cool. I don't really know. I can't really think of any, to be honest. Going over to see a couple ball games. about a month ago. Oh yeah, earlier this month me, Russell, and Aaron went to San Francisco and Oakland to watch a couple of baseball games. And then just a few days ago, me, Alex, Russell, and Ben went to San Diego. Me and Russell saw a Padres game. Actually, the Diamondbacks were playing in San Diego, so that was cool. I don't know. I went to Dodger Stadium about 10 years ago, my whole family. That was pretty cool. Again, saw the Diamondbacks.
I was drunk as fuck that night.
Oh, yeah, we left Ben and Alex in the room to just do whatever you want. Just don't get yourselves killed, and more importantly, don't get arrested.
We stayed in the hotel room like the entire time, except for getting food at the beginning. Oh, that's a funny story I can tell.
Oh, yeah, so tell us what you guys did.
Okay, so as soon as Stone and Russell left to go to the baseball game, Ben and I like watched 13 more minutes of Family Guy, because that was like the only
13 more minutes.
Yeah, specifically 13 minutes and 28 seconds of Family Guy.
All right, duly noted.
And then we were like, let's go get some water, so that later when we're drunk out of our minds, we can drink water and not get, hangovers the next night. So we did. I bought a few snacks, some candy, some peanuts with wasabi and soy sauce flavor. That was pretty good.
And about 1,500 water bottles.
No. Ben got the water, and he got some Rollin' Rock. He was like the AVG, and he was like the angry video game nerd. He was like, Rollin' Rock on the Rollin' Rocker. And I got some brisk strawberry melon drink, which, let me tell you, if you're listening to this podcast right now, I'm not sponsored by Brisk, and I don't think I ever will be, but let me fucking tell you, you go out to your local Shell gas station or Circle K or whatever, and you pick up a goddamn bottle of Brisk strawberry melon drink, and you have that shit. It is so goddamn good. So goddamn good. If I was stuck on an island and they would only ship me one kind of drink for the rest of my life, that's the drink I would pick. No, bar none. Like, fuck water, fuck Dr. Pepper, fuck cherry 7-Up. This is what I would drink the rest of my life.
Sponsored by Brisk.
Come on, Brisk, send us some merch.
So then what'd you do?
So then we went back, and then we watched another 13 minutes and 28 seconds of Family Guy, and then we went to this pizza place right around the corner from the hotel we were staying at, called Pizzeria Luigi. And apparently Guy Fieri on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives has eaten there before. And so we were like, okay. First thing coming in through the door, like, we didn't know where the fucking line to order pizza was. It was just kind of like people running around, and there was no real direction. So we stood there for like 5 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. And then finally we're like, okay, let's stand in front of the display case, and then we'll see where it goes. And some really sweaty man who was either on cocaine or like really fucking drunk just came up to us like, "Whoa, can we get for you, fellas?" His mind probably moving 1,000,000 miles a minute. And then we order our pizza, and I got like this buffalo ranch chicken pizza with like blue cheese sprinkled on top and like mushrooms on it. It was okay. Like, the thing is, like, the pizza there was alright. It wasn't stellar, but it wasn't bad either. But like, the service was super fucking weird. So like, we ordered what slices we wanted, and then we walked around like the corner, and then there was the cashier, and it was this bitch who looked like she was there on her day off. Like, she just kind of walked in. Like, she looked like the kind of girl that would go outside on her break and give a bunch of dude like hand jobs in the back alley for money, and then come right back in like nothing happened.
I can't relate to that at all, but continue.
Like, she just looked like she'd be one of those methed out people. Like, I'm sorry to generalize, but that's the only way I can describe her. And so
continue.
So she like takes she's like 3 slices, and I'm like, yeah, and she's like 7. It was actually really cheap. Not gonna lie. It was
3 slices for $7?
Yeah, it was.
Dude, that's a steal.
I know. And they were pretty big slices too, and they were nice and filling. Damn. But so I gave her my card, and then she swipes it, and I do the tip thing, and I'm like, thanks, I appreciate it. And she's like, yeah. And that's all she said, and I was like, okay. And I walk over to where Ben is sitting, and we're kind of just waiting for the pizza.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker who took our order, like, when he brings our pizza out of the oven, he's like, all right, I got a fucking I swear to God, that's exactly what he said.
No,
All right, I got it. He did.
No.
He did. He
I don't
cussed.
believe you.
He cussed.
No, I don't
he
believe
cussed.
you.
You really don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
Ask Ben. Literally, ask
Oh.
Ben.
Oh, dude, Ben can't keep a straight face to save his life. If I said, Ben, did someone say fuck at Luigi's Pizzeria or whatever?
It was
he'd
not
be like,
Luigi's Pizzeria. It was Pizzeria Luigi.
Dude, I can
There's a
tell
difference.
Ben, don't laugh, and he'll start laughing. Now, if I were to ask Ben, did someone say the fuck word at a pizza
did.
place? He'd start
Why do you
laughing.
not believe
I couldn't
me?
believe him. I can't
Why do
take
you
him
not
serious.
believe me?
Because no one would say, they would instantly get fired, no matter where
Did.
they were.
No, he did.
I don't believe
I
you.
swear to God, he did.
Dude, I don't believe
Stone doesn't
you.
believe me. He's not a true believer. I bet he also thinks 9/11 was done by the terrorists.
I just don't believe it.
Fine, whatever. It doesn't matter if you believe it. I know what I heard. Point is, we get some paper bags because we're not eating at that place because we're like, all right, if the people are willing to say fuck, like, I don't want to eat here. So we get it, and then the guy's like, oh man, helping me out. Oh yeah, that's great, thanks man. And Ben and I look at each other and we're like, let's just go. So we pack up the pizza, we walk back to the room, we eat the pizza, we're watching Impractical Jokers now. And then
When did you watch the game? you
right
said-
after that. After
Okay.
that. I finished all 3 slices. Ben finished like a slice and a half. And then I took 2 shots of vodka mixed with some 7-Up, and then Ben had like 1 Rollin' Rock, and we were sitting on the bed, and I almost fell asleep 3 times. And it was really funny because Russell said he made a bet with Ben, or like I think he made a bet with Ben. He's like, I'm gonna come back to the room after the game, and Alex is gonna be passed out, and Ben's just gonna be sitting there with a beer in his hand watching TV. And the motivation for me to stay up was like, I don't want Russell to like come home and win the bet. So I like got up and I started drinking more, and at that exact moment, like they came back. But it really didn't feel like 2 hours went by because I was just kind of like sitting there, kind of passing
It was
out.
longer than 2 hours. It was more like around 3
Well,
and
I
a
meant
half.
2 hours after we got back from the pizza place.
Oh, yeah. Because I was like, we were gone. Well, here's the thing. We left. We went down to the stadium. Parking was a nightmare. That's the one thing I didn't like about Petco Park was parking is a bitch. It's terrible. And parking, it was super fucking expensive. Thank God I work at Chase Field. The parking is way easier and it's less expensive. So we park, we walk in, and we're doing our thing. We're walking around. We get food. We get our seats. We're watching the game. And like in the second or third inning, we get a Snapchat. I get a Snapchat from Alex, and I open it, and he videotapes the game, and they're watching it. And I showed Russell, and I'm like, how bored are they? There's literally nothing else to watch. And then I thought, well, I did tell them that they would show us on TV, but that's not the... I was talking about the Diamondbacks broadcast, not the San Diego one.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, I was like, they're watching the San Diego broadcast. They're not going to show Diamondback fans in the crowd. But I was like, whatever.
That's true.
So then I closed it, and then we continued watching the game. And Diamondbacks won 6-2.
Nice.
And then we came back, and then I wasn't expecting much, but I was wondering. I was like, what are we gonna walk into? We're not gonna walk into anything grand or whatever, but I want to see what the scenario is. And of course, right when the door opens, Alex runs over and gives me a hug, and Ben.
No. I was standing at the door. Like, as soon as I heard Russell, like, insert the key card, I jolted up and stood at the door in, like, a dominant pose, and it freaked him out.
Yeah, and
It was funny.
right when I walked in, he, like, gives me a hug, and I look over at Ben. Ben looked like he was laying in the bed with a beer, contemplating if he wanted to watch another episode of Maury or just end his life.
Why specifically Maury?
Because why would you watch Maury unless you're this close to just...
You are not the father! Ooh!
So we got back.
That's not funny. Suicide isn't funny. If you have suicidal thoughts, please talk to someone. There, now I can joke about suicide without feeling guilty.
So
I'm just kidding.
we
I'm
got
kidding.
back
It's a
in.
joke.
We got back in, and then Russell immediately started drinking, and I was a little worried. Russell was the only one I was worried about.
See,
Because Russell can be very annoying drunk.
what do you mean can be? He is.
Well, when he doesn't talk, he's not annoying.
But instead he goes into the other room and he tries to FaceTime all these women that he thinks he has a chance with. Sorry, Russell. You're not listening to this, so you're not going to hear me talking shit.
You know how I know he's not listening to this? because he tells me all the time that he does not listen to our
Even though he was a guest on the podcast, he didn't even watch that episode. He was not even the one that he guested on.
He guested.
What else do you say that
he was on?
Yeah, guested. If that's not a verb already,
he was the podcast he was on.
Okay, sure, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck me, I guess.
So.
But yeah, he is very, very, very annoying because, like, I was the only one who was as drunk as he was, or like kind of close, even though I totally drank more than him. I think I just handle alcohol better because I'm not a stick like him. Well, I am kind of a stick, but he's more of a stick. But like every 5 seconds, he was like, "So how much did you drink?" And I'm like, "I don't know, like 5 or 6 shots." He's like, "Oh, you pussy, have another." And I was like, "I don't want another." And he's like, "Ah, you fucking cuck." And then I'd have to take another one because he challenged my manhood. And then
okay, let me stop you right there. If anyone's gonna challenge your manhood, it should definitely not be Russell.
That's true.
I mean, come on, you're gonna. If Ben challenged your manhood, I'd accept it. Russell, dude, let that shit roll off your back.
What about the fact that we all put on sunscreen, yet we still all got sunburnt?
Dude, I'm still feeling it. It hurts to sit down or lie on my back and move around.
It doesn't really bug me that much, but like I got like seriously Wait,
what?
sucked.
What?
I said I was gonna say terribly sunburnt shoulders and like chest.
Yeah,
and
I got my shoulders got the worst of it.
But it's like I can actually see on my back. Like the other night, I looked on my back and I saw where we sprayed the sunscreen.
Yeah, me too.
And it didn't get all of it. And I'm like, how did we not get all of it? I like rubbed it everywhere.
I don't know.
It's like, what the fuck?
We rushed it. We were so excited to get in the water. We just sprayed it and just ran in.
Yeah, dude. We haven't been there. Well, you had been to California like the 2 weeks prior, but
we didn't go to the beach though.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But I didn't. I hadn't been to the beach. I love going to the beach. I love swimming in the ocean. I love battling the waves, and I love getting swept away and getting fucking salty water up my nose. It's awesome. I love that. I love that. Why the fuck wouldn't I just want to rush right into the water and just get my dick wet immediately?
Get my dick wet. Oh, we buried Alex again.
Oh yeah, every year it's the tradition. They bury me in the sand and then forget me.
Very expensive tradition.
What do you mean very expensive?
Because what are we gonna do what if we can't afford it? We can't just drive over, bury you, and drive back.
Sure we can.
Who's driving?
I don't know.
Who would want to do that drive? That's one of the most bullshit things you can do is drive to the beach, get out, touch the sand, and then drive all the way back.
Just a waste of 12 hours.
It really is. That's half your day right there. Although we made really good time driving there and back.
We did because we didn't fuck around like we usually do.
I mean, the Yuma route is a little quicker, but, you know, if you're going to Carlsbad or LA, taking the Yuma route doesn't make any sense. But it was a fun trip. It was only like a day and a half at the most.
I would rate this trip. Actually, there's one more thing I want to say about the trip.
What?
Where we went to fucking Denny's.
Fuck that.
Well, we went to Denny's, and everyone didn't have a problem ordering their food except me, because Russell got.
At first, I felt bad for the restaurant, and then the second time when she came back around, then I started to feel bad for you.
Like I was like, really? Okay, let's explain. So we got to sit down at the. I didn't mind the wait because it's like.
No, hold on. You got to tell the prelude of how every other restaurant we went to.
Oh yeah, so
there was an
like,
hour wait.
We went to the Denny's that was right next to the hotel. It was full of people, and we were like, "Fuck that." So we tried to find another breakfast place that like wasn't a chain, and that place was even busier than Denny's. So we were like, "Fuck it, let's just go find another Denny's." But first, wait, was that before or after we went to the park?
No, we went to the park.
Then we
gave up. We were like, let's just go to the park first.
Then we went to the park, and for literally like less than 15 minutes, we sat there and we played Frisbee. And they were like, "Fuck this, we're hungry." So then we went, and then we tried to find another Denny's. And getting to that Denny's was like trying to pull teeth, like from your 6-year-old cousin while your 6-year-old cousin is hopped up on Adderall, and like on the ceiling with fucking suction cup gloves and shoes, and it's like walking around. He's like, "Oh!"
Kind of like that scene in Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, fair enough. But so we finally settled. We're like, "Fuck it." However, we didn't know how to like get into that, Well, actually, I just explained how difficult it was. Never mind. Discard what I just said. We get inside the Denny's and we have to wait like 10 minutes. Not even.
Yeah, the wait
It
wasn't
wasn't that bad. So we go to sit down, and the waitress comes over. She's a nice Indian lady, Dot, not Feather, and she. Well, I mean, here in America, in America, if you say Indian, they're like, well, do you mean Native American Indians or do you mean Indian Indians?
Well, I think, but her being Indian has nothing to do with the story.
She was Indian.
Well,
so I was sitting across from this Filipino kid and then this Massachusetts kid. And I was sitting next to this Arizonan kid, and I'm the fucking Romanian, half Argentinian, New Yorkin kid.
New Yorkin.
But whatever.
I'm tired.
Shut up. It's 11:07 right now.
Oh, is
It's a very late podcast. It's not the latest we've done a podcast, but it's pretty late.
Yeah.
So we sit down, and the waitress is like, "What can I get for you?" And Stone says Coke. Ben says water. No. Ben says coffee. Russell says water, and I say milk. And she's like, "We're out of milk. We're not out of coffee. We're not out of water. We're not out of soda. We're out of milk." The breakfast place, during breakfast time, is out of milk. And I was kind of disappointed, and I was kind of pissed about it. But then Stone was like, "Dude, do you see how busy they are? And it's not her fault." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's not her fault, but I'm still upset about it. But whatever. Okay, they're busy, and whatever. They ran out of shit. Okay, fine. Fair enough."
They ran out of shit.
We all order our food, and Stone orders a burger. Ben orders just some scrambled eggs and bacon. Russell orders some pancakes and some eggs, and I order like this peanut butter pancake special with sausage, and 2 eggs, because that's like what comes with it. The waitress leaves, comes back like 5 minutes later, and she's like leaning on one of the benches, and she's like, "Hi," and she kind of looks at me, and I look at her, and I go, "What's going on? Did I say something?" She's like, "How are you?" And I was like, "Good."
Can I just chime in right here? When she came over, literally like 2 minutes beforehand, Alex whispered something to Russell.
I said something very raunchy and very despicable. I'm not gonna say it on here.
We're not gonna repeat it here,
but I like whispered it into Russell's ear and into Stone's ear, like so quietly, like not even a fucking mouse would hear it. and Stone thought that the waitress somehow heard it and was coming over to kick us out.
Yeah, and my first thought was, how did she hear that? And my second thought was, we are going to be at each other's throats if we get kicked out of this restaurant. And knowing our luck, we're going to be banned from this certain Denny's. But
like we'll ever come here again.
But then I thought, why is she just looking just at Alex? Unless she knows exactly what he said. But then she says...
Then she was like, we're all out of shelled eggs. We only have like eggs in a carton to make scrambled eggs. And I'm just like...
You had to do it to him.
That's so. Well, I didn't actually say that, but I was thinking it, and like everybody at the table was looking at me like, really? Like, are you gonna be okay, bro? And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let all the anger, just like all the sane anger, just like under the river. I'm just gonna, just be calm, whatever. It's fine. And later on it paid off, because she came and she was like, "Oh, we got milk," and she gave me some milk, and I was like, "Okay, this is cool. This is nice." So like after she left, telling us the egg thing, I was like, Well, actually no, it was after she brought the milk. I'm like, this milk is good. I'm glad she did that. I'm still gonna tip moderately. And Russell fucking lost it. I don't know why he thought it was so funny, but like. I said it kind of whispering, and then he repeated it very loud, and some people looked over, and I'm like, well, now I look like an asshole.
Yeah, so. I thought it was funny because that kid and tipping, I mean, he's gone off on tipping many times, and I listen to it, I don't agree with it, but for some reason he still wants to tell me his opinion for the billionth time. And see, my only problem is he's gotten great service before, and I've seen it, and he still treats it like someone took a shit in his cornflakes. And he's gotten really bad service, and he'll still tip him the same. He's just inconsistent. Like, Russell, that waitress just gave you a blowjob and didn't charge you. Yeah, terrible service, $1.50. And then he'll get terrible service and he'll go $1.50. And you're like, dude, which is it? What kind of food experience are you judging this on? Is it the atmosphere? Is it how they're talking to you? Or what? I have no idea what it is. Now, I'll give you another example of inconsistency. When we were at the ball game, look, you're at the ball game. You're going to burp. You're going to be a little obnoxious. So I was eating pizza, which is really good, and drinking soda. And I burped like 4 times. And you know how you burp and you kind of like do that thing where you're like, and you kind of like hold it in and then you go, excuse me. Well, I would burp and then Russell, without even missing a beat, would go, excuse you, like really loud when there's other people around trying to make me look like an idiot. And I would go, excuse me, every single time. We're in Denny's, Ben burps, crowded restaurant, Ben burps, Russell doesn't say a single word. And I'm like, you're going to say excuse me when I'm at a ball game, but when we're in a crowded, tiny restaurant, Ben burps, you're not going to say anything. And he just starts laughing. And I'm like, dude, I will not even begin to understand your reasons of how you act in society.
Thanks, barnacle head.
You
You forgot your mayonnaise.
Thanks.
The way he says it.
I know.
Thanks.
You know,
So
that was
it's
just some writer on the show. That was his 10 seconds of fame.
great.
Here, come on and just say it. How do you want me to say it? It's the most bullshit way you can say thanks. How about thanks? That could actually work.
Speaking of SpongeBob, Ben and I tried to watch an episode of SpongeBob, I think before you guys came back, or maybe it was after.
You had the SpongeBob movie on the
Oh,
second one.
yeah. So, wow, that was very loud.
Wow, that's a little
Oh!
swear.
No, but we did it, like, before you guys came back. And, like, the animation quality has really improved, but the comedy is still, like, really fucking stupid.
It's terrible.
It's still awful. Like,
It's terrible.
I don't understand why the execs at Nickelodeon think that self-referential humor, like, to the old days of SpongeBob, when SpongeBob was actually good, makes it, like, why they think that makes it good. Because it doesn't make it good. Like, I saw a clip on Twitter the other day where, like, Mr. Krabs, like, in one of the newer episodes, is, like, trying to make SpongeBob cook a fucking patty, and he's like, break a leg, break 2 legs. And then the guy who always says, my leg, like, holds up his leg in the audience. He's like, my leg. And then the fucking Mr. Krabs goes, shut up, Fred. Because that's actually the name of the character who always breaks his leg.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's funny, but that doesn't make SpongeBob better. You know what I'm saying?
It's like 2
Like,
seconds of haha.
It's
and then-
like, haha, I remember when SpongeBob used to be good, and I remember the ow, my leg guy.
my leg.
My leg!
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't make it better. But,
It's like Family Guy. Family Guy nowadays is okay. Every once in a while, you'll see an episode that's really good, and you'll be like, man, I remember in like season, 6 through 9 when it was really funny.
you know, my opinion on Family Guy is, like, when it was funny, it was really funny. But when it was shit, it was like
It was
the
shit.
fucking the pits. Like, you didn't want to watch that show anymore. Like, bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still watch them. Even average Family Guy episodes, I'd rather watch that than like Bob's Burgers.
Dude, I don't understand how people actually like Bob's Burgers. I'm not insulting anybody who likes Bob's Burgers or Archer, but
Okay,
like,
no, I
even
like
for
Archer.
me, like, I have a kind of dry sense of humor, and I cannot stand Archer or Bob's Burgers. I
Okay,
think
look.
it's just mediocre. Just like,
Look. I'll defend Archer, but I won't defend Bob's Burgers.
fair enough.
But here's the thing, Bob's Burgers, the characters on there look so disgusting. I can't look at it.
Well, that's an entirely different thing. Like, just the art style of, like, modern cartoons and stuff is just so minimalist and so embarrassingly simplistic that it just what's the word
You
I'm
alright?
looking for? I'm sorry, I had like a
It's like,
miniature stroke.
Just spend the extra 10 grand to make it look a little better. Why do you gotta save so much money?
Stop giving money to Cal Arts. Not everything has to look like Steven Universe.
Oh my god. No, but Archer is... It's more... Bob's Burgers is like... 15-year-olds. Archer is more directed to, like...
Like-
senior, 18, 19,
Okay.
20-year-olds.
Like Archer, I won't lie. I could see myself
well, they
with
curse,
like a bottle of Jack in my hand on my couch, just like passing out
like on
while
a
watching
Thursday
Archer.
night.
But no, if I was in that exact same state of mind and Bob's Burgers came on, I'd probably throw the bottle at my TV and break it.
No, but see, Archer, they actually curse on there, and they make a bunch of really stupid jokes. So that's the reason I can defend Archer, but not Bob's Burgers.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Let's do some Korn and Kock questions. We got a few more since last time.
I was
Play the
gonna
clip.
ask. Here's,
Ba-ba-ba-da.
what is the clip?
It's just where I put up the logo and the confetti.
Oh, I thought there was like a video clip. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was driving over here.
What the fuck is Google Drive? I need to find Google Drive. Sorry. Entertain the people while I find Google Drive.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to Call of Cthulhu, and there's no Star Wars movie in December because it already came out in May.
Thank God.
I'm not even looking forward to Episode 9 because, Luke's gone. Princess Leia is literally gone. Han Solo is... Harrison Ford does not want to come back. So what does that leave us with?
Okay, we've got 3 serious questions, 1 joke question.
Okay, read the serious questions first.
No, I gotta read the real question.
Yeah,
The fake question. The fake question
just get that one out of the way.
is... That's it.
Thank you!
Congratulations, you fucking intellectual.
Thanks. Maybe next
Go
week...
watch some more Rick and Morty.
Maybe next week we'll get 2 words. Is it? And then we'll clap, and then we'll have a good wank, and then we'll go to bed.
Good wank.
What's the next question?
You having a wank?
Show
Us your minge. Go on then. Sorry, that's a very...
us your flab.
Show us your flab. Go on. Don't be selfish. Do it for the boys.
Dude, what? Just ask the question.
Sorry. What's your favorite genre of music, excluding the genre/genres you typically listen to? So what's your favorite genre, but what's, like, your favorite genre besides your favorite genre?
So, like, my second favorite?
Yeah.
All right.
I should have just said second favorite. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Why did you throw in favorite?
I don't know. I just
non-favorite?
wanted it to sound more grand than,
Is
like...
that what they actually wrote?
That's actually what
Okay.
they... Like, what's your favorite genre of music?
Well, my question is, what drugs are you doing? And then my second...
I'm high on life.
It's Megalodon.
It's Megalodon. Dude, try this new strain of weed. It's called Megalodon.
My second favorite genre of music. I don't know. I might have to say like progressive metal. Because like first is rock/hard rock, so then second would be progressive metal, which is, hard rock came first, and progressive metal was kind of the next step. What about you?
So, like, my favorite's probably, like, metal. My second favorite would probably have to be jazz.
Really?
Like, Pat Metheny jazz.
You like jazz?
Have you ever listened to Jacko by the Pat Metheny group?
No.
It's fucking awesome. It's amazing. You should listen to it.
Epic. All right, what's the next question?
It's me, David Lynch, telling you to go. Listen.
Oh, by the way, I'm totally gonna plug it in here because we haven't plugged it yet. Go listen to Zane's podcast. You know who Zane is. He's been on the podcast like twice already. He has his own podcast. I guested on it. I'm gonna put a link in the description.
Okay, but guested that doesn't sound right. I guessed it on it. That just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, well, anyways, also doesn't sound right, but
Yeah,
you know,
thanks for throwing that, making me look stupid in public. I appreciate that. Maybe you could keep that for after
in
the
public,
game.
it was in front of your.
That's
your
public.
friend.
That's in front of somebody else. That's in front of a girl. Why are we talking about this with the microphone on? What's the next question?
Okay, next question is serious question. Thoughts on the band Tenacious D? I fucking love Tenacious
Who
D.
doesn't like Tenacious D?
Your parents apparently.
No, they didn't like the movie.
Well, the movie is part of the band, and the movie's amazing. Dude.
Movie?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, people. The Tenacious D movie. Probably. Shut up. The Tenacious D movie stopped me from killing myself.
What's the next question?
No, I'm gonna keep talking about this. There was a point in my life where I was just so fucking depressed, like I didn't want to do anything. But I bought the Tenacious D movie on iTunes and I watched it like every day religiously. I didn't have drugs, I didn't have alcohol, I didn't have anything like that. I had Tenacious D, and it helped me through the darkest of times.
How the hell am I supposed to follow that up?
maybe you don't have to follow it up. Maybe you can just give me an applause and make me feel special.
What's the next question?
All right, this is the last one for now.
All right.
Also, favorite Tenacious D song? Probably Master Exploder. What's your favorite Tenacious D song?
I don't know. Tenacious D songs.
Tribute? Oh, actually, no, I take it back. Tribute's my favorite, then Master Exploder.
What's the last question?
Last question is, Dear Korn and Kock, you discuss baseball and some other professional sports a lot, but do you enjoy more obscure sports like lacrosse or tennis? Well, there's something you gotta know about me, buddy boy. I don't do exercise. I sit in my room like a fat lard constantly and just complain about not getting a girlfriend, and then I go eat shredded cheese out of the bag at 3 a.m. I'm just kidding. I haven't reached that point yet. But I don't exercise, so I mean...
There's nothing wrong with eating cheese out of the bag.
You heard it here first, folks. Stone is a libtard.
What's a libtard?
What the fuck do you think a libtard means?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. What is a libtard?
Well, what's a liberal?
I don't know. What is a liberal?
How do you
Can you answer the question or not? Because if you can't answer
if you can't answer the question,
I'm gonna assume you don't know what a
liberal
libtard is.
A liberal is a person who is on one of the far side of the Democratic Party.
Great. What's a libtard?
What's a liberal? What is a liberal? I just told you the definition.
So what is a libtard?
What's a retard?
Oh my god.
Combine the two words together, you get libtard. There you go.
That was the dumbest 30 seconds of my life.
Oh, fuck you, man.
I hate it when people do it. You ask them a question, and then they ask you some other question.
I'm gonna put my penis in your hand, and you're gonna love it.
You know, it's like, hey, what time is it? You know how cars work? What? You know how cars work? No. Well, you know how cars work. You want to know what time it is now. Dude.
Hey, you heard it here first, folks. Stone hates fun and frolic.
Fun and frolic? I hate it when people don't answer my damn questions.
Point is, we gotta answer this goddamn question.
What was the question? The
question is, do you enjoy more obscure sports like lacrosse or tennis? I actually like tennis. I don't go out of my way to play tennis, but back in high school when we had like the tennis like unit.
Unit? You mean team?
No, like the tennis unit, like in PE, like physical education. Like we just had like weeks where we would do certain sports, and the tennis unit was, yeah, dude, it was great. I had this partner, he was gonna guest on the podcast actually. His name's Jordan, and he'll probably be on at one point. We like came up with like our own team name, and we were like, we're gonna make this fake documentary about how our team rose to fame. It was awesome. I loved tennis. It was great.
I don't even think we played tennis that much.
I also really like luge. I really like luge and curling. Those are more like Winter Olympic sports, but I don't know. I always enjoyed like the thought of some guy sitting stiff as a board on a fucking sled on a toboggan, going down like a ramp, like seeing if he can get down it faster than the other man. Also, real quick, toboggan is like a really funny word. Sit on that for a while.
I don't really know. Outside from baseball, all I really do sports-wise is I watch hockey, but hockey's a major sport, but in Arizona it's not very popular. In fact, hockey's not a very popular sport in general. But when it comes to like really obscure sports, I mean, I don't know. Racquetball's not really a sport, but I play that. I've played tennis before. I'm not good at it, but I just like hitting the ball as hard as I can and just seeing where it goes. That's fun. But I don't know, man. I never played lacrosse. I never played
lacrosse either. I'm not even quite sure what it is.
Yeah, or well, no, golf is major. What am I saying? I played golf before.
Dude, golf is like just is a purely old white man sport.
Yeah, especially how they dress. Oh my god.
In like fucking short shorts and like a visor with white gloves.
And like these you got every color of the rainbow on these pants. It's like, dude, you would literally get beaten up anywhere else other than on a golf course if you wore that.
Oh, my father's golf course. Oh, thanks for that, Feezy. I hope you guys can hear that. That's my little brother.
Yeah. Well, I see.
Anyway.
What are all these other ones on here?
Oh, the other ones? Those are the ones that we answered on the podcast with Michael and Russell.
Oh, okay.
So that was Korn and Kock questions for this week.
You're welcome. Send us more questions, idiots.
Yeah,
You're not idiots.
appreciate
We
it.
love it. We love you.
Emphasis on love, half homo.
I will. Like that thing that Stone and I did the other night. Like, so we were trying to go to bed for the San Diego trip, right? And Stone goes, "Go to bed, faggot."
No, I didn't say
No,
that.
you didn't say faggot. What did you say?
I said, go to bed. I love you. Just kidding. Full homo.
No,
But
no,
seriously.
Yeah, you said, "I love you, full homo." Just kidding, but seriously.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Shut up, faggot." I'll suck my dick. No, I said suck a dick. Suck my dick.
You could just pull up the message and read it.
I don't want to. That's too much effort. Even though I botched it. No, I said, "Shut up, faggot. Suck a dick. My dick. Gargle my cum. No homo." And then he was like, "I'll suck any chode that isn't yours, Turd Ferguson. Half homo."
I didn't say Turd Ferguson.
Just let's say you did. It'd be funny.
They don't even know what Turd Ferguson means.
They don't need to know what Turd Ferguson means in order for it to be funny.
Turd Ferguson is a nickname my grandfather gave one of his clients.
It's hilarious.
That's what Turd Ferguson means.
You don't even need that context. It's just like, you hear the word turd and you're like...
Yeah, turd is a pretty funny word. Unless your cat or your dog shits in the living room, then you go, wow.
Oh, wow.
I
That's a
gotta
nice
clean it.
turd.
Yeah, I gotta clean this turd up, thanks. That's the only time it's not funny.
Turd toboggan. I'm going to call this podcast Turd Toboggan.
Turd toboggan?
Nah, I'm not going to call it that. I'm going to call it the 1 year Korn and Kock podcast special.
Turd Ferguson edition.
Age Friday.
That's pretty funny. Well, you want to start the wind down process?
Yeah, sure. Let me get my wiener out and start beating my meat while you read off the highlights.
Dear God. Alright, well, let's do the rewind.
Korn and Kock rewind.
Here's Kock.
Alright, cool. Did it.
Did it.
Sorry, we're very tired.
Yeah, just
Just
slightly.
fucking delete me.
What do we got? I'm actually wearing a new hat that I bought today. It's a old retro Chicago White Sox hat.
Oh, that's a new hat?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then this is the just over 1 year special, or 366 days lol. This podcast is also brought to you by Take a Friend. I wouldn't recommend listening to it. By Rush.
Huh.
It's Megalodon.
It's Megalodon.
It's Megalodon.
And we talked about that Hate Watch / Vader Palpatine show / idea. We'll see what happens with that. And we caught up with what we've been up to. We caught up with a lot of things. So.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Alex, are you from British?
Yes.
All right. We're not gonna explain that.
Nope. You're just gonna have to take it for what it is.
Yep. Your screens went black. Don't you usually hit the thing?
There we go. That was me using my chair to hit my desk in order for me to get my monitors to not be black.
And the camera caught everything.
We have real life footage.
Alright, well, we got a couple minutes to wind down. You got anything to say?
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, when it finally comes out in December, y'all bibbas better get ready, because I'm going to dominate online. I'm going to be the best goddamn wolf player out there. I don't even give a shit about people like Shofu or like other people.
Shofu.
Yeah, there's a guy called Shofu. He's like a Smash Bros. Player, and he really likes wolf.
Nice.
Here's the thing, though. I'm going to get better at wolf, and I'm going to beat even him, so fucking watch yourself. Korn from Korn and Kock is coming for you, buddy.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. He's
Yeah.
going after somebody.
Also, Mega Man 11's coming out on fucking, like, just before we're gonna go see System of a Down. You motherfuckers better get ready for our live System of a Down concert coverage.
We're not doing live. No way. Even if we could, I wouldn't
Well,
want to do it.
I mean, afterwards, we're going to have a podcast with Russell and Zane. So,
Are you kidding me? Russell's not going to want to come on here.
alright, then fuck Russell. We'll do it with Zane.
No, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Russell coming on here, but he's not going to want to.
Alright, fair enough.
All right. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh, speaking of which, have you heard about the whole System of a Down drama recently?
Yeah, apparently, like, Serge, like, got mad at Darren for, like, Darren, like, put his nutsack on Darren, on Serge's pillow, and Serge got a little bit of pink eye, so he was, like, pretty upset about it.
No, it confirmed a suspicion I always had. Serge doesn't even really like Mesmerize and Hypnotize. And
Yeah.
I had a sneaking suspicion on some of those songs, like She's Like Heroin. But everyone denies it. Oh, Serge liked those songs. He was behind them. And I'm like, no, dude, something's not right. You can hear in his voice he doesn't like it. And sure enough, he came out and said he couldn't really identify or relate to like most of those songs and didn't just like them. There you go. But
what's the drama? Was the drama just like...
because where's the fucking album? They keep going, well, we're trying, and no, you're not. You go in a room for an hour, and then you leave, and you go, we tried. Dude, lock yourself in a room for 4 months, then we'll get the fucking album. Stop doing all these other solo albums. Dedicate it. You can get the album done if you actually put effort into it, instead of just going, you want to do it? Yeah, sure. All right, we're done. Wait, what just happened? That's what's going on. It's this he said, she said bullshit. It's like the new Tool out. System of a Down will be the new Tool when it comes to where's the new album at? Which supposedly Tool's recording a new album.
Oh, supposedly.
Well, they say it all the time. Yeah, we're recording it. Yeah, 5-6 years in the making. This album better make me orgasm when I listen to it. Dude, Maynard once said, we're going to make music till we die. He just wasn't talking about Tool music. So,
he meant sitting in his kitchen banging pots and pans. Turn your fucking phone off.
No.
No.
What if someone called me? I gotta go pick it up.
You can have it go zzz.
Yeah, that's gonna work. When we're in the middle of a rant and my dad calls me and I go, what? We were recording a podcast.
Oh, it's better than whoa, 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 whoa.
What? That's funny. That's just funny. Plus, my dad has Immigrant Song for his ring. Well, I have it as Immigrant Song. Oh, yeah!
Well, that's real nice.
That was Palpatine doing
Oh
Immigrant
my
Song.
god, I can't wait to see Led Zeppelin in concert. What about you, Vader?
As long as I got weed, I'm good.
Fucking Zeppelin, of course they do. Fuck, my shoulders are killing me, man.
You know what else is killing me? The end of this podcast. I think we did a pretty good job. We're gonna keep this one kind of short this week. You know,
It's been an hour.
it's been 1 week since you looked at me. But yeah, we will.
You're
I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love.
Oh, before we go, let's talk about Alex has this really weird, talented gift of doing pretty good impressions of cartoon characters.
I am like the best at doing impressions, my man.
And the only one who gives you a run for your money is my mom.
Wait, really?
Yeah, my mom's really good at doing voices.
Damn.
Yeah, you can do more around, but she does
Like
these
she
characters,
does like a few ones that are really good rather
like
than
really
like
spot on.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
That's respectable.
like she can do Obi-Wan in episode 4 like verbatim. Like she'll just be like, "Come here, my little friend. I'm freezing my ghost balls off. Cut the fucking animal, crawl inside of it, Luke." She can do the thing really great.
Nice.
But anyways, we found out we were driving to Dutch Bros, of course, and we talked about Edna and Nettie. And he does all 3 characters really good. And then we found another one, which may or may not be the best one, which is Jimmy.
You know that brace is wearing from like.
No, dude.
I'll censor it.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Really, we were almost done, and you had to just throw it out there.
Okay, but you know the one who's like,
Sarah, I don't understand. What's this cock ring for, Sarah?
you know, he's got like the older sister. Oh wait, isn't he?
No, I think they're friends.
No, Sarah is the older sister to Ed.
No,
Or younger sister
yeah,
to Ed.
you remember Baby Sister?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Baby Sister.
I didn't watch that show as much as you or Ben did, so I'm not like the biggest fan.
What?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I just never watched it that much.
We're totally gonna watch it. I think is it on Netflix?
It's on
You from Nutflix?
Netflix. No,
Big titty cream pie.
Big Boob Alert. You from Big Boob Alert?
Submit your bitch.
Kung Pao Pussy.
We made this joke last podcast, and I don't think it was that funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are the list? Like, let's go down the list of impressions. We'll
Well,
talk
you have
about
to do
this.
them. So hold on.
I can do Obama. I'm like, Michelle. Tell the girls I don't like anime. I really don't like that Hatsune Michael person.
Oh my god.
Then there's I can do Dave Mustaine.
Why? Let's hear that one.
Ooh, I don't like those fucking Metallica guys.
All right, I'll give you that one. You got 2. I'll be the judge on.
All right, fine.
All right, so you got 2.
Let me do.
Let me be clear.
Let me be clear. Okay, you don't know who this person is, but his name is Nico, and he like makes these Mega Man related videos that are basically like a meme in the fucking community that I'm in. So this is for you guys.
Let's hear it.
The fucking game is making me work. If I have to work for the game, I don't want to play the game.
Well, like I
The
said,
game is making me work.
I'll give you that.
I want to
one.
play hentai game with big fat titty.
All right, I'm
Is he
not. I'm
Russian?
done. He's not Russian. He's like, I think like, you know, like Norwegian, like
Sure.
up in that area, like, or French, maybe French. I don't know.
All right, well, so you
Whatever.
got 3. Oh, you can do Palpatine.
Execute order 63.
Okay, I'll give you that one. You got 4.
I can do Marge pretty good.
Do Marge.
Homie,
All right, you got 5.
I can't believe you shoved that Dr. Mario amiibo up your ass, Homer. The doctor said put a pill a day keeps the doctor away. Now it's up my asshole.
You don't got me sold.
I
on
don't
Homer.
got Homer. Yeah, I'm not a very good Homer.
Yeah, unless you go Marge. Yeah,
Marge.
5. Well, do all 3 Ed, and Eddie.
Okay.
Do that one.
Hey, Double D, let's go get some jawbreakers then bomb the UN. I agree, Eddie. I really want to give those fuckers in Japan a run for their money. What do you think, Ed?
They needed another. Wait, no. I fucked it up. I was like, they really needed a 3rd nuclear bomb. That wasn't even like the right way to say it.
I give you Ed and Eddie. Double D was a little weak.
I agree, Ed.
I concur, Eddie. Oh, and then do Jimmy.
Sarah, why are you shoving the AT-2020 microphone up my ass, Sarah? Sarah. Let's play Cards Against Humanity, Sarah. I got the Donald Trump booster pack, Sarah.
So we got that's 8.
I gotta do David Lynch.
I am David Lynch. Go watch Blue Velvet and Eraserhead. I am the greatest visionary director since Daniel Kubrick.
Daniel Kubrick.
Yeah, just make up a fucking name. Get it wrong.
This is Stanley Kubrick's adopted brother.
I'm gonna tell you right now, so please listen up. Fuck off.
Literally.
Fuck yourself.
Okay, who else?
We got that's 9.
Oh shit. Who else do I do really well?
It just doesn't work.
But you can do Mario pretty good.
Whoa, bitch better have my money.
That one's like half.
It's not very good.
I like it. Woohoo.
Whoa!
Can you do Watto?
Hey, Amy! That's gonna clip the fucking mic.
Yeah, Zane does the best Watto.
And Zane does do the.
I bought scratch cards.
Oh man.
I won $5 that I used to buy more scratch cards.
Do Elmo.
Where's the money? Elmo loves it when his friends run.
Yeah, you can do a really
Tickle
good
me
Elmo.
again and I'll fucking cut you.
Dude, remember like a week ago, me, Alex, and Zane were playing Halo, and this was right before I got drastically sick. But we were playing Halo, and for some reason we discovered the voice of Elmo in Alex's vocal cords, And we were just saying that again. I wish I could have recorded some of the things that we were saying.
God, it was so funny.
Some of it we could definitely not share on here, but it was really fucking fun. Like we were all three of us were in tears laughing so hard. It was pure magic.
Ah, shit, Lois. Just shat my pants at the DMV, Lois.
No,
It's not-
you can do Joe.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah, I'll give you
Hey,
Joe.
Peter, what did you do? Hey, Peter, Mom took away the poop sock.
Right now you're at 11. I'm sure somebody out there will make a list of all these.
Oh, I
people.
can also do James Hetfield. Yeah.
Oh, anyone can do James Hetfield.
Yeah. You can do a pretty good Lars Ulrich. Do it for the camera. Do it for the Vine.
Let me think of something to say. Just be like, so I was on tour talking to James. I was be like, hey, James, can I get you a knapsack before we go on fucking Madison Square Garden in front of a fucking New York City?
Madison Square Garden.
And he's like,
Yeah. All right, that was pretty good.
yeah, and Lars.
It's all in the inflection. You know, he talks like this.
Yeah, you ever notice with Lars when he does like an interview with a camera, he doesn't look at the camera. He like faces. He has his whole body like at an awkward 45 degree
I'm the
angle.
asshole, right?
And then he'll go like his body will face one way, but he'll put his head the other way, and the camera's in the middle. So he looks like he's like. The question will be like, Lars, what were you thinking about when you were recording Saint Anger? He'll be like, well, I was really wanting to get my kitchen sink and express it in a way that no one had ever heard of before. So I brought it in, and it really spoke out to me. So we recorded it and put it on the fucking album. Suck
like-
my nards.
Suck my darn.
You know, that's basically Saint Anger summarized in a
It's
nutshell.
true. That's exactly how it
You're
is.
fucking. I'm fucking Lars Ulrich. I could record myself playing GameCube with a fucking pigeon, and you would still buy the album and listen to it.
It's
and
true.
I fucking would.
It's true.
I would actually pay double to watch James or Lars.
Oh, dude, if James Hetfield and Lars played fucking Mario Party 7 and recorded it, do you know how epic that would be?
And like Kirk plays every time Kirk tries to, hey guys, shut the fuck up.
Like, Kirk would be the only one having fun.
No, Kirk's trying. They keep telling Kirk to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
And then Robert's in the back going, "Hey guys, I'm Robert Trujillo.
Hey, I'm important."
Hey, I play bass. I'm Robert Trujillo. It's really fucking nice, but can you just here's your $1 million and just be fucking quiet." Okay, I'm Robert Trujillo.
Okay, what other impressions?
What else is there? I'm trying to think of celebrities, like major ones in the group that we joke about. You can't really do Jared Leto. I feel like there's one other major impression that we're missing. What do you think?
If you wanna find all the cops, they're hanging out inside my asshole. They sing and dance. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. We won't do it now because it's too late, but I have an idea for a little skit that we'll do next week.
You heard it here first, folks. We'll come back to you when we come out with more impressions. But anyway, we went a little bit longer than we said we would, but those are all the impressions for you. I'm Korn N Kock. Go check out Kock's drum cover channel. He uploads every week.
Yep.
I'm doing commissions, so do the commissions. Check out Zane's podcast. Thanks to Cosmic Gem for creating the intro song. Thank you, Golden Shades, for animating the intro thing. The intro.
Biggest
intro.
shout out.
You guys are fucking awesome. Go check out my gaming channel, Triple Backflip. We're still making stuff. We're about to start uploading more Cuphead and Metroid Prime pretty soon. I think I spoiled it. Yeah, we're gonna play. Okay, but yeah, that's basically the end of the podcast. Any closing notes you want to say, Stone?
I'm Stone. He is Alex. That's not what we named the podcast, but you know, wait.
No, hold on. Just keep going. Keep going.
Right. This is a little mini cock segment.
Well, I was just. I mean, I'm ready now, but like, keep saying what you were saying.
Well, it's been fun. It's been 1 year, and let's do another year. Let's keep it going.
All right, handshake right now. I know they can't see it, but
They can hear it.
oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right, yeah,
That was a.
Oh, try to make a dick on the.
We're not
sound
doing
wave.
that again.
No, come on. Just,
No, we're not doing
come
that
on,
again.
Just one try.
Wait, hold, dude.
What?
Do you hear that?
What?
Do you hear that?
I don't hear anything.
Hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
Do you hear that?
They found me, dude. Dude, run!
They found me.
Dude, they found me!
I don't know how, but they found me.